about how are you this morning, huh? But by the time you get finished transcribing these notes, if you think you're hearing an echo, pay it no mind. This all started out with my dear friend Captain O'Connell trying to freeload a meal on me, which is not an unusual circumstance. But he could have kept the trouble at a minimum if he hadn't stopped to pick up an envelope outside my door. Inside it was $250 of good old genuine American money. The only trouble was it wasn't worth a plug nickel until I went to a hotel to meet a man who put me right in the middle of a case of double trouble.
Hello. By way of introduction, my name is Bob Williams. And by way of pleasanter introduction, this is Mogan David wine. You'll never know till you try. That's right. You'll never know till you try what a delightfully different flavor treat Mogan David is. Why, you've never tasted anything like it. It's the only wine that's sweet, but never too sweet. Sweet, but never too sweet. Now, here's what happens in practically every community in the country when Mogan David comes on the scene. First, one person tries it. He serves it to his friends, and they really go for it, so they serve it to their friends. And as more and more people try Mogan David and serve it to their friends, the whole community starts enjoying it. Now, there's just one reason for this amazing growth. Mogan David is more than a wine. It's a completely new flavor sensation that makes a hit with everyone. Once you taste it, you'll join the millions who say, Mogan David is the only wine I really enjoy. But you'll never know till you try. So try Mogan David, the biggest selling wine of its kind in the world. And now, let's get back to Charlie Wilde and the case of the double trouble.
Think?
Oh, Connor, just a minute.
Thought we had a date for dinner, but if I'm interrupting something...
Oh, come on in.
Yeah, why all the ceremony? Well...
Okay, O'Connell, okay.
Business up bad? What happened?
I'm pulling a crease in my trousers. Since you're taking me to dinner, I thought I'd go formal, considering the fact that you're paying for it.
Oh, now, wait a minute. This is strictly Dutch. I don't get paid till the first.
I might have known. What's that?
Oh, I found it outside. Somebody must have left it there when I found the door locked for you.
Open it up.
Hey, I was wrong, Charlie. This isn't Dutch.
What?
Look, you're trading. Look at that.
A torn dollar bill?
Look again.
$500?
Yeah, wouldn't want a partner, would you?
Look, what do I have to do to get the other half? Read the letter.
Oh, it might be personal.
Go ahead and read it.
Let's see. Here, Mr. Wilde, this is by way of being half of a retainer. If you're interested in obtaining the other half, please call on me as soon as possible. I'm staying at the Claiborne Hotel, room 408. Respectfully yours, Terrence Tillinghast.
Hmm?
Terrence Tillinghast. Nobody has a name like that.
Nobody has a $500 bill to tear in half.
Ah, must be a gag.
No. What's funny about $500?
I'd laugh if I had it.
No, well, I got it.
Oh, half you've got.
Yeah, well, I'm on my way to get the other half.
Oh, we're going to the Hotel Claiborne.
What do you mean, we?
A wonderful restaurant there. With this, you can afford it.
Look, O'Connell, I don't want to be personal, but there's some of my clients who are not particularly interested in having cops around.
Just shows the kind of people you associate with.
Yeah, well, never the less.
Now, look, don't worry. I won't horn in on your deal, but we can eat together.
What are you doing, crowding me?
No, I promise. Tell you what to do. I'll wait in the lobby until your business is done.
Okay. If it works out all right, I'll pay the check.
And if it doesn't?
Well, you pay it.
Oh. Heads you win, tails I lose.
Yeah, that's the truth. It's a wonderful game, O'Connell. You should try it sometime. Well, off for the Claiborne, 408. For the other half, for $500. Yeah.
thought you'd never get back.
I'm sorry, Amanda.
Where is it?
Well,
You didn't get it.
I couldn't, Amanda.
Can't I ever trust you to get anything?
Well, yes,
All
but
I ask is you to intercept a messenger boy and get an envelope, and you can't even do that.
Well, he was such a big messenger boy.
Jellyfish. Charlie Wilde's probably read the note and is on his way here now.
I'm afraid so, Amanda.
That'll make our job twice as hard.
I know, dear.
Still, we may be able to turn Charlie Wilde's appearance in this matter to our advantage.
I've got an idea.
Keep it.
Yes, Amanda.
And get out of this lounge. I don't want Charlie Wilde to find you here. Get up to your room. I'll keep an eye out for him.
Very well, Amanda.
And you better start thinking of a good story for Mr. Wilde. Because if we can, I'd rather convince him with words than with violence.
Who is it?
Charlie Wilde.
Just a minute.
Oh, Mr. Tillinghast?
Yes, may I see some identification, please?
My Social Security, driver's license, private investigator's license. That enough?
Oh, it's splendid, splendid. Come in, come in.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so delighted you came. Oh, dear me, so delighted.
Well, you know how to appeal to me. Half of a $500 bill, that causes quite a bit of curiosity, Mr. Tillinghast.
Oh, that? Well, it's just money. I have scads of it.
Oh? I think, Mr. Tillinghast, I'm going to like to know you better.
Oh, really? How nice.
Your note said something about some work you wanted done for the other half of this.
Oh, yes, yes, and you're the ideal one for it. Oh, dear me, the ideal one.
The ideal man for what, Mr. Tillinghast?
My parchment.
Your what?
My parchment. I bought one.
Oh, you bought a parchment.
Yes, a splendid one, 16th century. Originally done at a monastery in Switzerland.
Yes, it's very interesting, very interesting. But tell me, Mr. Tillinghast, where do I figure in on this, huh?
Well, you take care of it.
I take care of it.
Until it's delivered to the Bryce Museum on Monday.
Oh, I see. Well, that's clear.
Oh, dear me. I can just see what a nice little plaque they'll put up when they mount the scroll. Donated by Terence Tillinghast.
Well, look, Mr. Tillinghast, I'm a little confused.
Confused about what?
You want me to keep this parchment till Monday, then deliver it to you, is that it?
Correct.
And for which you will give me the other half of this $500 bill.
Oh, yes, yes, indeed.
Well, why? You can rent a safe deposit box for $15.
Well, this is Friday, Mr. Wilde. After 3, the banks are closed.
I see, well, why not before 3?
Well, I arrived in town late, Mr. Wilde.
I see. Well, what about the hotel desk here? They would keep it for safekeeping,
Oh,
wouldn't they?
no, Mr. Wilde, I wouldn't risk it, no. You're the man I want. Why, you can hide it in your office, dear me. Yes, you can protect it.
I know, but, Mr. Tillinghast...
Mr. Wilde, I might as well be utterly honest with you, utterly honest.
Well, I think I'd like that.
Well, you see, there is a vicious, evil person. A truly evil person.
You tell.
Yes. Now, this evil person is out to discredit me. He resents my charity. Resents them. Why, there may even be an attempt to steal the parchment.
You know a character that might want to steal this parchment?
It's worth $20,000, Mr. Wilde.
20,000?
Yes, in the right market. And this nefarious character
You said that.
knows the right market.
I see, but who
Well,
is this?
I can say no more, Mr. Wilde. It's too personal, too close to home. It's a shame I mustn't reveal it unless I'm forced to. Oh, this won't prevent you from doing the job, will it, Mr. Wilde? Oh, dear me, will it?
No, it takes quite a bit to stop me from making $500.
Oh, splendid, splendid. I'll get the parchment. Here we are, Mr. Wilde.
Sealed in wax?
Yes, and it must remain that way.
Oh?
Yes, its authenticity has been verified, and if the steel were broken, why, there might be some question.
Well, then it'll stay this way, huh?
Thank you, Mr. Wilde. And you'll see to it that that it's hidden in your office?
The You were paying the bill, and if that's the way you want it, that's the way it'll be.
That's exactly the way I want it, Mr. Wilde.
Well, and you want me to return this to you Monday?
Oh, yes, yes, indeed. And then you will get the other half of the $500 bill.
Very good, Mr. Tillinghast. I'll bring the envelope back Monday with a little Scotch tape.
Scotch tape?
Yes, we'll make an attempt to turn this piece of paper into an authentic $500, huh? What are you posing for? Out sticking this blue period?
Oh, Charlie, how'd it go?
Pretty good. Looks like I'm going to pick up that check for dinner.
Oh, good business, huh?
Yeah, looks like I picked me up a screwball for a client.
Oh, his money's good.
Well, as good as gold. Look, I have to run back to the office for about a minute.
So,
So you stay here, and I'll come back and blow you to the biggest dinner you ever had.
in that case, dynamite won't move me.
I'll be a bit surprised. Look, I'll see you in about 15 minutes, then.
All right, 15 minutes now.
Thomas, he's leaving the hotel now. Yes, Charlie Wilde. What? Listen to me, you little rabbit. We're going through with this. You'd better say yes, Amanda. That's right. We'll settle this matter if it has to be over Mr. Wilde's dead body.
Here's what Clementine Paddleford, famous food editor of the New York Herald Tribune and This Week magazine, and also one of the nation's outstanding authorities on food and entertaining, had to say in her recent column in the New York Herald Tribune. She says, quite frequently, the Midwest hostess offers her guests a choice of wine or coffee in the late afternoon. But the wine is seldom sherry. It is one of the sweet, heavy wines. Mogan David, the favorite. Yes, from coast to coast, everyone really goes for Mogan David. That's because it's the only wine that's sweet, but never too sweet. Sweet, but never too sweet. You've never tasted anything like it. So get a decanter tomorrow and discover the delight of this new flavor sensation. Try it mixed as the Mogan David Longfellow, and try it straight from the decanter. Either way, you'll agree that you never knew wine could be so delightful. But you'll never know till you try. So try Mogan David tomorrow. Mogan David, the biggest selling wine of its kind in the world. And now back to Charlie Wilde and the case of the double trouble.
Mr. Wilde, I've got to have it.
Have it?
The document you've got.
You just gave it to me 15 minutes ago.
Good gracious, I know that, but things have occurred.
In 15 minutes?
Well, that's possible, isn't it?
Yes, in 15 minutes, but not in 3 to 5 minutes.
I don't follow you.
Well, you must have left the hotel the same time I did to get here this quickly.
Good gracious, I did, but that's how urgent it is for me to get that document.
Oh, I see. Well, what happens to my retainer?
Retainer? Why, you can keep it.
Oh? Thanks. Thanks for nothing.
Nothing.
That's exactly what this is.
Oh? Oh, yes, yes.
But, Mr. Tillinghast, when you hire a person, you generally pay them, whether it's a private detective or a human being. We all have to eat, you know.
Oh, good gracious, I know that, but you've hardly done $500 worth of work.
But you keep forgetting you set the price.
Well, all right. I'll give you a check, and you give me the
check?
document.
Check.
Mr. Wilde, please, the document. I demand it. Good gracious, it's mine.
I wonder.
Oh?
Yes, I'll tell you what, Mr. Tillinghast.
Yes?
Suppose you go back to your room and get the other half of this $500 bill.
Well, my check...
And you bring it here, and I'll give you the document, and we'll call the whole thing square for $50. How about it?
Well, perhaps I did bring it with me. Let's see. Now then.
Why, Mr. Tillinghast.
I imagine this will carry as much weight as the money would.
Well, it carries a great deal.
Yes, 6 to be exact. Lead weight. Now, Mr. Wilde, my property.
Looks like you're going to get it, huh?
Without further conversation, the document, please.
Okay. All right, now, Mr. Tillinghast, I carry the weight now. All right, start talking. What's your name?
I have nothing to say.
Well, what's your name?
Good gracious, you've called me by it. It's Tillinghast.
What's your first name?
Terrence.
And you live in room 408?
Well,
Claiborne Hotel?
of course, you were there.
Yes, of course, but for you.
Don't you know, Mr. Wilde?
Frankly, I don't know. So let's go back to the hotel room and make sure. Now, Mr. Tillinghast?
Make sure of what?
Make sure that you are there. Let's go, Mr. Tillinghast. I have a dinner engagement, and I don't want to be late. Let's go! Hey, lady!
I'm no lady.
I know, but you don't have to make it quite so awful.
I tried, Amanda.
I heard everything. You always bungle it.
Eavesdropping, that's not very nice.
You'll find I do a lot of things that aren't nice, Mr. Wilde. Now the document.
Belongs to Mr. Tillinghast.
I'm Mrs. Tillinghast.
I know, but New York State hasn't any community property laws, and I have a sneaking suspicion that you're the wrong Mrs. Tillinghast.
There is only one.
And you're stuck with her, huh?
Yes. That is,
Quiet,
I mean,
please.
yes, Amanda.
Now, Mr. Wilde, you know what I want.
Yes, I know what you want, and you'll get it as soon as he gives me the other half of the $500.
I'm not a patient woman, Mr. Wilde.
Amanda.
Yes?
The filing case, that's where he's pretending to look for it.
Well, go and see what you can find in the case.
Yes, my love.
Why can't I get it?
I'm not the fool my husband is, Mr. Wilde. You stay right where you are.
Well, you're cold, very, very cold.
Quiet, Mr. Wilde.
Just trying to help.
Very funny. Stupid, look in the envelope.
Oh, yes, my dear.
So now you're getting warm.
Huh?
Oh, then you're cold again.
Oh, am I? Well, how am I now?
You idiot! Shut up and keep looking.
Yes, my dear. Oh, Amanda, look.
He's hot, he's burning hot.
Which makes it time, Mr. Wilde, to cool you off.
Amanda?
Quiet, you fool. That'll keep them so we can get away.
Claiborne, look, would you page Captain O'Connell? He's sitting in the lobby.
Yeah.
Paging Captain O'Connell? Captain O'Connell.
Oh, here, Walt.
Captain O'Connell?
Group 12, Beaver Patrol.
Telephone call, please, sir.
Oh.
Wait, right over here.
Thanks. You've got a call for Captain O'Connell. Thank you. Charlie, what's keeping you so long?
Oh, hello, O'Connell. Look, I'm in a little trouble. It looks like double trouble. I want you to do me a favor, will you?
All right, if it's not illegal.
Well, I hope it isn't. Look, go to room 408, will you?
That's your client's room, isn't it?
Yeah. Look, flash your badge and keep me till I get there, will you?
Suppose he's not there.
Well, then, go to the manager, get a pass key, and stay there till he gets there, or till I get there first, then.
All right, but hurry it up, will you? I'm hungry. Now, you keep me waiting around too long with that client of yours, I'll have him on toast with French fries.
Who is it?
Charlie Wild, Mr. Tillinghast. Oh, hi, O'Connell.
Hi, I thought I'd let Junior do his own answering just in case.
Mr. Wilde, what is the meaning of...
Tillinghast. Was he here when you got here, or you just came in?
I found him just like that, packing. What's it all about?
Yes, what is the meaning of... There's a police officer...
Mr. Tillinghast, you haven't been quite truthful with me.
Not truthful.
That's exactly what I said.
I don't understand.
Neither did I when you came to my office a little while ago and asked for that parchment back again.
He came to your office?
That's right.
Wait a minute, Charlie. I was in the lobby all the time, so everyone who went in and out. This man didn't.
I thought so.
You just said he did.
Well, Mr. Tillinghast?
It was my brother.
I thought so. Twins.
Yes.
You mean there's another like him?
Looks more like him than he does. They're exactly alike.
Only in looks, Mr. Wilde. Why, Thomas is an evil, vicious man. A nefarious character who will stop at nothing to obtain his own ends.
And just what are those ends, Mr. Tillinghast? Might as well tell me because he's already attained them.
He got the envelope.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me.
But what's this all about? What envelope? Who got it?
Mrs. Amanda Tillinghast.
Oh, she was there?
Yes. And it's quite a woman in more ways than one, huh?
Yes, dear me, I know. Yes, she's a horrible sister-in-law.
Yes. Well, you should thank heavens you're not Thomas. She's worse as a wife.
Look, Charlie, secrets I don't like.
Well, I'm right with you there, O'Connell. All right, Terence, let's keep the fantasy at a minimum, huh? No more tales about ancient parchment, huh?
Oh, you didn't believe it?
No.
Well, then why did you,
Look, I am never going to dispute a man who offers me $500 except when people start waving guns in my face and start stabbing, which they have already started. So let's talk, huh? What about the document?
Well, it's a birth certificate.
Birth certificate?
Yes, it proves that I am older than Thomas.
How much older?
3 minutes.
Oh, big difference.
Possibly $500,000 worth of difference, Mr. O'Connell.
500,000.
For that amount of money, I'd even be your twin. All right, keep going, Terence.
Well, you see, Thomas and I were orphans, and as far back as I can remember, we never knew which was the elder. In fact, dear me, nobody did.
I see, and now I take it someone has left the elder Tillinghast some money, is that it?
Yes, over $1 million by some uncle that neither Thomas or I knew existed. But to get it, I must deliver the birth certificate by Monday to the lawyer.
I see. Nice going, Junior. Playing cozy with me now. You have no certificate. You have nothing to
Oh,
go
but yes,
on.
I have. Oh, dear me, yes. That's why I was packing.
You mean you have the certificate?
Well, yes, you see, the envelope I gave you was a decoy. Yes, I planned to slip out when Thomas and Amanda followed you, but he stopped me.
Oh, great. Now they know the envelope's a phony and they're going to come after you on the run, but this time for keeps.
Oh, dear me, that's right. Oh, this is dreadful, and Amanda is so...
Sounds like quite a girl.
Well, more like two, I would say.
Oh, yes, she might even do me bodily violence.
Well, if she mistakes you for her husband, she will.
Oh, dear me, I must get out of here.
No, hold it, Terry, hold it.
Me,
No, you'll stay right here.
Oh,
you're going to use him for bait, huh?
Yeah, as soon as Thomas and his frau get here, we'll slap a slight charge of assault and armed battery on them, huh? Now, you stay here, and by that time, you'll have time to deliver that precious birth certificate of yours, huh?
Mr. Wilde, that's a wonderful idea.
Isn't it? Yeah, and you remember that when you give me the other half of the retainer, huh? Right. Answer it.
Who is it?
Me.
That's not it.
Tell her just a minute.
Just a minute. I'll be right there.
Okay, I'll come a couple feet behind it.
Oh, dear Mr. Wilde, I'm frightened.
Aren't we all? Right back into the coverage. You all set, O'Connell?
All set, ready for anything, including food.
You'll eat rich. Now, steady ho, boy. It's open.
Well, Terence.
Hello, Amanda.
Mr. Wilde. Thomas.
No, what do you want him
Yes,
for?
my dear.
Now, don't you
Good
go
gracious,
pulling any
Mr. Wilde.
gun because someone's liable to get hurt.
It looks like you didn't get hurt enough, Mr. Wilde. Cover him, Thomas.
Yes, my dear.
Now, Mr. Wilde, you know what we want.
Yes, I know, but it's you that I want.
What?
Good gracious, really?
Hmm? Oh, don't get me wrong. I just want you for a slight case of armed robbery and assault. Grab him, O'Connell.
Wait. Ah!
Okay, get him. I'll take care of... Get that mouse, O'Connell. I'll take care of Amanda.
No, you won't.
Sit down. You get away?
Got him by the elevator. One punch, he was out like a light.
You hit Thomas?
Let's say I patted him.
Oh, you brute. Let me see.
All right,
him.
take her out to that insignificant little squeak of a husband of hers, huh? And take him down to the station house. I'll be down right shortly to refer charges.
Okay. Come on, sister.
Now to collect me another twin. All right, Terence, come on out. It's all over.
They've gone. They're under arrest.
That's right. Now, if you'll just match this, we'll consider the whole deal closed. Huh?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. There we are.
Well, thank you very much. Oh, by the way, now that you have $1 million in the kick, you may in the very near future have need of a private detective. So, my card.
If I do, Mr. Wilde, you may rest assured that I will never again employ you. Oh, dear me, no.
Why?
Calling me an insignificant little pipsqueak.
Well, I never did. I called your... Oh, I see. Got quite a point there. Guess I was never meant to handle double trouble, huh?
If you'd like to serve some deliciously new desserts, just send for your free copy of this new Mogan David recipe book. You'll find many new ways to turn ordinary desserts into exciting new treats by cooking with Mogan David. Now, here, for example, is a recipe for bread pudding that has a flavor that really is out of this world. The best chef couldn't beat it. You'll also find recipes here for pies and sauces that are really great. But that's not all. You get recipes and ideas for meat, fish, poultry, and a dozen new Mogan David cocktails. More than 60 in all, and all fit for a king. So send for your free copy now. Just send your name and address to Mogan David, Chicago, 32, Illinois. Your free Mogan David recipe book will be rushed to you by return mail. The address again, Mogan David, Chicago, 32, Illinois.
So ended the tale, sweetheart, with a great moral lesson. Never believe in that old proverb, the two heads are better than one. Now, look, honey, I put the fee, $470 worth, in the cash box. See, after we booked the terrible Tillinghast, I had a very hungry police captain on my hands, so O'Connell and I up and ate $30 worth. Yeah. So you take the rest of it and go buy yourself some breakfast and a knick-knack, and then put the rest in the bank, huh? Well, if I don't see you in the morning, sweetheart, I'll see you in my dreams. So, good night, sweetheart. I'll see you when I wake up, huh?
Tune in again next week for another exciting adventure of Charlie Wilde, Private Detective, starring John McQuaid. Brought to you by Mogan David, the biggest selling wine of its kind in the world.
This is the DuMont Television